dusty and all the juice marks and everything. What is this one? Then I told my son uses that one, so that's why it's like that. He did not know the alphabets, A, B, C, D even, but he know how to go to the Nick Jr. because that's a demand for him. He wanted to see the Dora, Diago, and those are the cartoons. And also he's so fascinated to see and learn something. It's an entertainment. At the same time, there is a learning component involved in this one. What and all he knows is he knows the keyboards, and he know like maybe open a browser, taking the T. Once he opens a browser, he know how to move the cursor to the URL, the address bar. He just hits the N, he gets the drop-down menu. Then he picks up the Nick Jr. and automatically the site opens. He know how to drag that when he listens. He picked up the American accent, though my wife and I did not pick up when we were in US. He speaks like that one, all the vocabulary and everything. We speak Telugu at home, but he learned English and he doesn't like to speak Telugu, our local language also. So that means like it's not only the teacher, and way back in the Gurukul and every time, we were learning from the teacher, and it's no notebooks, nothing, no curriculum. Whatever comes from the knowledgeable teachers, all the students and the participants or learners listen to these teachers and acquire that one. And the second time, like we are also these teachers supported by these textbooks. And that's a medium between the teacher and the students in the next. And later we have these blackboards with the chalk pieces. And in the later stages, we were having these LCD projectors, and in between we have seen the whiteboards and markers still that exist. So these things are coming up, the way we are having these new opportunities and the new technologies. But what has not been changed is this classroom kind of scenario and having the boundaries and allowing only the limited numbers. Can we change that one? Can we provide the access to those good quality faculty members to many more individuals? We were discussing that one. Why we need to look at the agricultural education, we mentioned about, we discussed about the need of improving the food production and productivity again, because to feed those 9.2 billion people by 2050. Way back, most of the learned individuals here, they are aware like how we have adapted the land-grant state university model in 60s, which even we have witnessed how it increased that boost the productivity from 50 million tons in 1950 to almost like 257 million tons in 2013 and 14. And the model has shown a direction also reorganizing this course curriculum and also bringing the research extension and education together, the way we can train these individuals and create them these professionals who can act like an extension officers or the field officers in the banks, especially having these agriculture knowledge, 55 subjects. But if you can look at this MHRD survey, the recent survey, and most of these agricultural universities, even there was a mention made by Pratibha this morning, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Jammu and Kashmir. He was saying there are many vacant seats in the PhD programs at the universities. So even MHRD survey, if you can see, the percentage of students pursuing agriculture as an undergraduate or postgraduate degree or PhD remains among the lowest as a comparison of the other streams. You are absolutely right, sir. So what is happening, we made a mention of up-to-date curriculum rather than me using outdated curriculum. Let's talk about up-to-date curriculum, how best we can infuse this research knowledge into the curriculum, because I'm sure like Ramesh Reddy here, so you have used the cyclostyle material, we were talking about that one. I used the same cyclostyle material, and now whoever the juniors, they have used the same cyclostyle material, because the soil science book has not been updated in a similar way. The cyclostyle material has not been updated with those research knowledge, and also knowledge whatever we have acquired similar from various activities from last 60 years. So how best we can strengthen the curriculum, how best we can provide the access to these students, to those good quality faculty members, and at the same time the finishing school concept, because now thanks to the NABARD, otherwise this banking sector, they made a mention, the policies, 40% loans should be disbursed to the rural areas. That provided an opportunity to create these rural development officers in those places, rural areas, and there was a demand for the agriculture students. And you can see the girl students' enrollment has been tremendously increased because they are seeing this as a potential employment opportunity rather than risking them for 10 years or 12 years in medicine. That's how the enrollment in Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, you can see like 92%, 93%, the girl students also joining. Am I right, Shantina? So that's the change what we are seeing now. One is the policies that can attract the youth into agriculture education, and the other one is the creation or the demand from the other sectors also create that one. Though we have these rural development officers, but our curriculum never provides that opportunity to train these individuals in those areas. Our agribusiness management, that's a separate stream. There is no inbuilt curriculum. We have civil engineering, we have mechanical engineering, and even we have the several 55 subjects I have undergone to finish my bachelor's program. Out of 55, of course that's useful information, but again to get a mastery, I need to do the masters. It's unlike the engineering courses. But what's the good thing is, like maybe there is a system already there. How best we can look at that one, strengthen these areas to make agriculture education more attractive to those rural youth, and also create those individuals who better suits to the needs of the current institutions, as well as to address those specific challenges, whichever are bigger challenges. Now we have that one. Of course, in ICRISAT, if you can look at that one, we made a mention of the training programs also. ICRISAT every year, they spend $1 million on the training programs every year. In 2013, when we spent $1 million, we were able to reach 407 participants. But what we have done in the last year, we have computerized these course materials and started making it available to the global community. If you can see now, the only investment's $900, and we have a reach of 8,783 learner participants coming from 180 countries. In the first approach, there was a lack of follow-up mechanism. After the training programs, the trainers go to the respective places, and the participants go to their respective places. That lacks the follow-up mechanism. At the same time, we need to compromise on our day-to-day activities to participate in this kind of training programs. So how best we can make ourselves in a continuous lifelong learning mode. LS Pearl, she made a mention of that one this morning. So this kind of provides opportunities. So if you ask a question, ICRISAT start doing on-site training programs? No. We are doing on-site training programs. At the same time, we make that content available or the curriculum available, provides a support with this kind of virtual learning or the training platforms. We are supplementing or complementing to our existing on-site training programs. Let's keep our partners in a continuous learning mode and allow them to enhance those capacities to work with us in a better way. At the same time, we make sure how we are making our research results available to those individuals. So this helped us, and even we also started inviting the faculty members from western part of the world. That started with International Education Center offering the short courses, which we will be organizing one on crop modeling aspect, that's an Epsom, and GSAT, that's a multi-crop modeling. Because the class can accommodate only 30 students, not more than that one, because we have some kind of strict framework, because on-site class, it's good number 30, so the instructor can teach them very well, and they also provide those target learning outcomes to those individuals. So, but at the same time, taking the experiences from Agate Open course, where we have almost like more than 12 courses, right, Anna? And reaching to more than 180 countries. So one agriculture, one science, the idea came like maybe how best we can attract the youth and also make this available to more individuals. Ramesh made a mention of that when we have this consultation meeting, and later we formulated that when the subsequent meetings took place at World Food Price Symposium as well as at ICRISAT also. After we started that one, Pratibha said probably you might be interested. That time the Praveen Prakash requested us to create this kind of National Virtual Academy. How we can help the national mission of the government of India to provide this one. So there was a mention made by Professor Pathak this morning, the flipped classroom approach. The flipped classroom approach is nothing but how best we can make the curriculum available in a best possible way, in an electronic format way, to allow the students to access that one. At the same time, the instructor can act like a facilitator to facilitate those discussions and everything. What we have done, and in the follow-up meetings, you can see like some people, like even the Professor Swaminathan, our Director General, they points in those particular meetings also. And we have launched this course on January 20th. Others, because that's the IIT Mumbai what they have done. And but the other added open courseware that's throughout the world, we have almost like more than 8,000 learner participants in a very short span of time. We have chosen disease of horticultural crops and their management to create the course. What we have done, why we have chosen this course, we need to have the demand. Like, can I get 15,000 students or 20,000 students? What course attract those individuals? It's not only the students as well as the extension agents. So extension agents, the high value crops, and at the same time, like how we can create the curriculum. So what we have done, we have identified the faculty members, whoever in the teaching, and Professor Pratibha Sharma, she is from ICRISAT, that's a premier institute of Indian education system, that's an Indian Agricultural Research Institute, and she is teaching this course. And at the same time, we also identified 10 people who can assist her. And in addition to that one, this course has 32 crops, and we have divided that one into two different phases, 16 crops and 16 crops. We have the experts on citrus, we have the experts on bird, we have the experts on the other crops. We wanted to bring the best experts from that particular part of the world, and these are the 16 super experts that may be in India or outside of India. We have integrated that one into a course module. Okay, can we run one, just a sample one? And is it working? And every course has an intro, and we have also the lecture video. And the intro, you don't need to run full. It says like National Virtual Academy. So sound, no sound. So it's morely like a learning objectives. How can you move a little further? So they tell about that one, like what is this course about? Can you run the second video also? Second video. They tell about what is this course about. It's just 2 to 2.5 minutes video. You can run this. Okay, this is a subject. And each crop, it's between 8 minutes to 12 minutes video. What we have done, we did not replace the curriculum, existing curriculum. We have taken the outline of the curriculum from the state agriculture universities, and we have created that one into a video modules. So what we have done, the course curriculum, the teach that one, at the same time up-to-date research knowledge, we have infused, and at the same time we brought those samples also from the field. If there is a disease, and how the disease looks like, and how the specimens looks like, and those videos also integrated. At the same time, the scientific names and everything also that has been integrated into this one. So this course content is available. The interested stakeholders, they can participate in this course directly on this platform. Otherwise, the universities can use this course material into their existing classrooms to educate the students. So it's a combination, it's a blended model. That's why we say it's a flipped classroom approach.
Later we'll go one by one.
Stay there.
This is one of the most important diseases. It is caused by Phytophthora nigrosciata variety parasitica and also Phytophthora omnivora. Second disease is Diplodia gammosis, caused by Diplodia necrosis. Third one is dry root rot. It caused by several fungal complexes, Penicillin. So we learn one by one. First, we'll take is also there that actually staining of the bark, which progresses into the wood. Nothing directly on death of the tree.
So it's like and wherever required, we bring that one, they can see it in the classroom. And it's anything like maybe that's how like maybe we can show them how best we can give them also these opportunities into the classroom kind of education. Since we have these opportunities, how best we can utilize that one. So and also the data analytics, this is the early, like in just in the initial less than a week, we have identified almost like 600 more than 600 learner participants. It gives the data analytics also, what are the pages and everything they're viewing this one. It's already there. So we are learning this one. For example, if you can see the discussion forum, in the traditional virtual learning or the e-learning platforms, what usually that happens in the discussion forums, I may not be able to see 100,000 the discussion points. But if we can have it, right, that's what the Carl Mehta and their team is developing. If you can see like maybe their questions and everything, it's an excellent innovative idea of introduction of online agriculture education programming. As many research developments, advances in agriculture science have been taken place, there is a need to integrate all technologies sector-wise for all this. It means like there is an increased interest, and also we can see it's not only the students and the other people also coming from the various parts of the world. It's a knowledge cloud architecture. We talk about the mobile phones, we talk about the tablets, we talk about the computers also. At the same time, how can we facilitate this one in an offline mode also? So that's possible. Like maybe even we have those things which can sync at one go and also have a catch. And even my friends are here, how they are running for the videos for the farming community in an offline mode also for the data collection. It's like a COCO. What's that one? Offline and online COCO. Okay, the data collection one. And if you are interested, we can have the discussions over a dinner time. And other than that one, after this one, this MHRD, the skill development, it's a different one, Ministry of Skill Development. And when they have realized the importance of these platforms, that's where Carl now bringing the technology together with how we can create the content creation. So what they are saying, like by 2020, India is going to have surplus of 47 million skilled workers. The country across the world are expected to witness a shortage of 5 million skilled workers. But the challenge is, these individuals are not the trained individuals. They haven't acquired that kind of skill set. So how best we can make them as a skilled individuals? So the first is a mapping one, and we need to map out every skill with a certification, linking certification with meaningful employment, and competitive compensation for the skilled workforce, motivate non-degree holding youth to get skilled, boosting entrepreneurship. Some of these are the mapped out. The challenges are good quality faculty and the quality curriculum, and illiterate or non-degree holding youth to get skilled. These are the challenges, but we can resolve that one. We always see the challenges are opportunities for us to develop a new product or a new skill. I made a mention of that one. In fact, our friends, when they have conducted a study, Digital Green, we also work on these participatory extension video approaches, especially on the extension front. What they have identified, this kind of approaches are 10 times more effective than the classic extension approaches. On every dollar we spend or invest in this one. So this is happening for the smallholder farmers because there are various factors, the experiential learning and everything. So ultimately our idea is to build the classrooms in knowledge cloud for next generation. At the same time, to supplement or complement the classroom education, but not to replace the classroom education. That's an underlying statement. And thank you, Professor Pratibha. Now it's your time. You need to tell your experiences.
What has happened, and since morning we are listening to all the policies and other things. What I am going to talk is actually the personal experience, so that it really tells us what is exactly this online course. When Dilip was saying that I will do something very fast also, and I want to go far. I think I joined in his journey when he wanted to go fast actually. And as a single person, so he wanted to join, so he made me also very fast. And I joined, and then without even understanding many of the questions, though questions all what you are saying were in my mind, but he did not allow me to think also. What he wanted was to have an experience as a teacher actually. So how can I really teach if you're on the line? And it was absolutely, first I'll talk about that experience. It was really a wonderful experience. As you also said that, is it a Bollywood and Hollywood have to come, or so I was just telling, like now I can understand why Amitabh Bachchan's latest song, which he sang in the bathroom became very, very popular in the country, though he's not so young and all this. It's really how we deliver. That is the art actually. In these type of courses, including all that whole scientific innovations and all everything, I think the human skills will be also required while teaching, and this virtual academy is definitely virtual academy. You really mean it. Here we really mean it actually. In maybe traditional classrooms, you can do your teaching the way you want, but here it is a real test of the teacher, how he will really speak, and whenever you come with a slide, it's not so easy to teach a slide when you are on such type of courses, because every word you are going to speak is going to be caught by the camera, and the camera will immediately tell you that whether your eyes are blinking or whether you are stepping up or what you are doing. I mean, it was wonderful experience that way. So I told Dilip that it is not only one training, it's other training also. Now people have to become artists. They have to be skilled, and then when they become skilled, then only we can run such type of courses. Because if we do not make them interesting, they will go away. Because this type of life cycles and all these types, we are already teaching in the class. But we have never thought of that how we are looking like in the, our images. The second thing is that when we are talking here, it is only, we are talking to the camera. It is not that, there is no audience actually. We are just talking to the camera, and then you have to speak, just keep on looking there on the lens, and then you have to speak. So that is very important. So everything has to be in the mind and to be spoken. Maybe sometimes Srinivas will say, tell me, don't even see this thing, you just keep it in your head high. So that was of course, wonderful experience. Dilip has given me this opportunity to be the part of the consortium. Second, as a professor, of course, as a former institute from ICRISAT, I was really having all those questions which my other seniors have put. Are we going to replace the conventional type of teaching? But it will be good, of course, that some of the people who have really not got the opportunity to learn such type of courses, why can't they learn? And I mean, they will really get these things. Some of the good academicians and good teachers, they have to really make a team and develop these contents in a very practical way, as we have seen that video films we have to run after now. Now we will be running more when we will be conducting these courses for the practical purposes. I mean, we have to go to the orchards, really in real sense we have to go for the practical purposes, because without that such type of courses will never become interesting. And one video nowadays, one advertisement is coming, Mauka hai, which is a very interesting World Cup. So that innovation, such type of advertisements are teaching that our younger generation is going very far, and we have to catch up with them and really work hard. So I think Dilip of my shared my experience, and I would like to listen to it.
Thank you, Professor. What we wanted to show here, and it's a collective effort. If Professor Pratibha Sharma is not being allowed by their institute, we would not be able to see this one. If they are not able to share their expertise and resources, we would not be able to build this kind of courses. This is where the power of partnership comes into the picture, and this is what we are going to discuss also, what we can bring to this consortium, and what kind of, ICRISAT never ever done anything in horticulture crops, but there is a demand for that one, and it's about the consortium. And unless and until we pull out those horticulture, it's a demand-driven courses. So we need to identify those people, bring them to, we can do or address any kind of specific challenges. So that's the power of partnership and power of the consortium. Please keep thinking in these lines what we can offer and how best we can address some of these things in a consortium. Thank you, Professor.
I think we can make agriculture more interesting also.
Yeah, agriculture more attractive, more interesting. And even we have these directors like Diva director here, and sir, you can bring this research knowledge. We have the vice chancellors, they can nominate the faculty members. So these are the good folks, and we must use that one. Otherwise, we have the shortage of faculty, we need this kind of courses. But at the same time, we need to bring 10 to 15 faculty members to create this course. Then that provides a basis, because this course is being built by almost like involvement of, when we finish this one, it's an involvement of 35 to 36 individuals who are the best experts. And then maybe that creates the brand. And the best experts in citrus, the best experts, we are bringing them. But one institute can't alone do that one, two institutes can't alone do that one. So it's a consortium, we need to bring that one. With that one now, let me request Varaprasad, and sir, it's a short session, and we will be using our tea time also. I request my colleagues, have they arranged in academic code? Can you ask them to bring it here if that's possible? So they can sip that one and they can serve it on the table. Okay, we can effectively utilize the time. Sir.